Fielded in the end zone, it's Buckmeyer. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Checks. Looking for space. It's Martin. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Fires it beautifully in on the crossing. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hands it off. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Cougars are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Martin. Shakes off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces.
Makes a grab and on the run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Buckmeyer back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
You have got to have pass rushing lean and when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
The give to the tailback. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Martin.
Goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. You keep beating him in football. He shows you all his ability on that TV.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. A huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to Williams over the middle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a deep grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence and a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
To the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards. But what did? They forced a third down. A predictable situation. Played great discipline. Broke on the football and forced a big interception.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 35.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start the game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. We really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Keeps it himself and gets the first. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that, but man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Blue 22, blue 22.
To throw, it's Buckmeyer. Pulls it in, it's Lyons. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Maybe some room here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot.
But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
BYU with the 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
That just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to get him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Trojans use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Gets the back moving.
Ready, go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut, and they'll push that one down a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Bowman. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Booster, booster. Go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted, and he's got a cover with it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something.
Man, it's nice when you can buy some space coming out of your own end zone with a nice productive run.
Snap the ball, thinking about, make sure we don't get a safety, and now all of a sudden you've got a drive started. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Ducks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On the snap, it's Jordan. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
A stopping pull maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming into the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Grabs it in the middle.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Bowman.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They'll give it to him. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous balance, but at least they got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. He cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Complete on the left to Williams. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense takes the field to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter. They'll try to answer here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Finds his big tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide open playbook on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff.
Everything else easy on offense. Hey, after that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me,
Goes high to pull it in. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go. Ready to go.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's high. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This slot got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Running to the left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Finding some room. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Finding his way and bringing it away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Field, it's Miami. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing.
There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
They're going to ride this running back. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Trojans! Took it all the way back to the house.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. So the defense sets them up with an interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You've got to keep drives alive late in the game. We're starting to get the fourth quarter, and it's a one-score game. You got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really not.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. I have a chance. He now has 108 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
BYU has this offense clicking.
Ready.
Quick handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Running inside. It's Martin. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Looking for a man, it's Bachmeier. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Looking for room at the 30. Maybe a crease. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. We're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. No shot to return that one as he moved it out of the back of the end zone. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Pressure coming. Working that left side. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mayama. Fakes the catch. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
He's finally chased out of bounds, but a huge explosive play on the ground.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sidelines, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ran right through the just keeps moving. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside
pocket receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick it onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rome, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.